Hi, it's Joey Remini from Seeking Balance Australia and welcome back to the YouTube channel. Thank you for being here. This YouTube channel is all about supporting people with persistent dizziness. So many of you listening will have some type of vestibular condition, or perhaps you're not even sure what your diagnosis is yet, but you know that you don't feel quite right. You have some type of dizziness, and however you describe that, it's your unique sensation, it's your unique dizziness. So some of us have rotational spinning dizziness, others have a push-pull or a foggy, fuzzy sort of feeling. Whatever it is for you, that's real. And I hear you. I see dizziness all the time in my line of work, and I myself have experienced many different types of dizziness at different points in my life. So first of all, I just want to say whatever you feel is real, even if it doesn't quite have a specific diagnosis yet. If you haven't already, please make sure you've told your doctor about your symptoms. It is nice to get an MRI scan if it's a persistent dizziness that's not clearing up. And if you get the all clear once you've had your audiology testing and vestibular testing and the otoneurology or neuro-otology assessments, then please understand you've done everything you can. You're on track, you've got the tests, and now it's time to really figure out a plan of how do I actually reset my balance system to become normal again. So we see this a lot in people who have persistent dizziness, and they're not sure if they're ever going to get better. They're super worried about it. But with strategy and with methods, and when they really look at isolating the emotional components of their dizziness as well as the physical disruptions and mechanisms of the inner ears, once they start looking at how they can break down their rehabilitation program in little tiny bite-sized daily pieces, they really start to feel the benefits. They feel more confident and more calm. And they also start to feel that their balance system changes. So they're mechanically on the skeletal-muscular and reflex at that level, they're mechanically getting better balance. So it is all about neuroplasticity. It's about having a daily practice. And more than anything, it's about understanding your body and not being hard on yourself, because often we do fall into avoidant behaviours and it doesn't feel good, and we judge ourselves and we say I should be this and I should be better, and what if I have to quit my job and I can't be the mother I want to be or the father I want to be. It's super frustrating and tedious, and it can feel very invisible. It can feel lonely and isolating. Actually, people with vestibular conditions or persistent dizziness are more vulnerable to depression and anxiety because suddenly their body's not able to do what they feel they need it to do. So getting support is really something I highly encourage. And I do get asked quite frequently, how do I know if I need one-on-one therapy, one-on-one support? Or some of my colleagues, my vestibular audiology or physiotherapy colleagues will say, how do we know if somebody will be okay with self-help online program, like my Rocksteady program, or whether they are better off with the one-on-one support? And it's a great question. So it's something I wanted to talk about today in the YouTube channel. So first of all, I passionately believe that every person really does know what's best for them. Okay, so if you're listening to this now and you're experiencing dizziness, I'm telling you that your body actually knows what to do. Your balanced brain knows how to rejig itself and realign. Your inner ears know how to create new pathways to negotiate and move around any damaged pathways. Okay, so you do have a lot of redundancy and intelligence within your body. Your spinal reflexes, your proprioceptive touch system, it actually, underneath it all, it knows how to get you your balance back. However, sometimes the emotional system, the fight, flight, freeze system, the stress system, the anxiety system, that gets in the way of the realignment, the resetting the balance. So what I would be thinking is, if you're on your journey and you're a good independent learner, you're open-minded and you're willing to try new things every day and have a gentle home practice, you're probably perfectly fine with the 12-week online program. You can go through this On your own, of course, you're independently learning and you're choosing your daily exercises and you're looking at the emotions and the thoughts and you're practicing mindfulness and you've got your different vestibular exercises. You can still ask friends for support and family for support. That's certainly something that's consistent with a self-help type program, okay? So you're not on your own. But sometimes it is really good to have the professional one-on-one therapy if you're feeling stuck, if you're feeling confused, if you're feeling that you don't even know where to get started, if you're feeling that you don't have the confidence in yourself yet to really design your home program and you're thinking, oh, do I do this or do I do that? Do I start here? Do I start there? So if you're feeling this doubt and this lack of clarity and lack of internal motivation, then yeah, therapy will make things quicker for you because you'll have someone there sharpshooting the questions, giving you direct feedback and helping you become an independent learner. So I hope that helps to answer your question. It's really normal to have these sort of emotional blocks and things that are stopping us from recovering. And honestly, that probably is at the root cause of most persistent dizziness. It's that the person, for whatever reason, hasn't had access to the information they need to feel safe and comfortable, and their body has been stuck in a bit of a fight, flight and freeze situation, okay? And there is more information on that in my webinars on my website, the free webinars on mindfulness for vertigo and tinnitus and the science behind that. So it's very common for people to feel blocked. And when I say feel blocked, they end up in a space that's like, I can't do this, I can't drive a car, I can't bend over and pick up the kids, I can't move my head, I can't think clearly, I can't sleep properly. So they're in this space of I can't. And it's really totally understandable. So it's not a judgment, it's an observation. So if you're feeling that you want one-on-one therapy support, I'm sure there is someone local you can reach out to. If you're part of the Rocksteady program or if you'd like to connect with me one-on-one, if I have availabilities, I will be happy to support you. Working with me, I do recommend people dive into the 3-month or 4-month programs so that we can work together with regular sessions and making sure that you are really in a process, okay? And persistent dizziness would have sorted itself out naturally by now, right? If it could, okay? So the brain would have just done it automatically. But the reason it's persistent is because something is blocking it from naturally recovering and creating that compensation. And that's why I say it's a journey. Give yourself 3 to 4 months, get support, get accountability, and get the help to make sure you're not overdoing it. Okay, we don't want to overstimulate the brain and do lots of repetitive exercises like we're going, back and forth 100 times. Nope. We want to keep it simple, slow it down, keep it gentle, learn the emotional resilience skills and tools. And then we also want to make sure we're not underdoing it, which means we're not doing our home exercises, we're not doing our mindfulness practice, we're not, doing the written work and designing a plan. And we need to make sure that once we have a plan and a home program that we're updating it frequently. If we don't update it, then we're stuck. We're just doing the same thing every day. So I do believe that you know exactly what you need. You know what you're feeling and you really do know what's best for you. Okay, so the Rocksteady program is about independent learning, helping you to dive deeper into that fact, where you choose what you need and you make the decisions to move forwards your way. The one-on-one therapy is about really softening that process and sharpshooting it, making sure that you've got the accountability, the support to troubleshoot whatever's happening behind the scenes in your personal experience. So I do recommend you get started, get yourself onto a program, and know that you really have the resources you need within yourself. And the people around you, whether it be myself or your local support team, they're there to help you too and to sit beside you, stand beside you, walk beside you, and help you go through the steps, the process to feeling steady again and feeling that you really are in control of how you approach your day-to-day life. So Thank you for being on the YouTube channel. Please click subscribe if you want to stay in touch. I'll be answering your questions, your Q&A. Just join up to the free starter kit on my website, seekingbalance.com.au. I'll put a link down there. Once you're part of the starter kit, there's a free mini home program for you to start just to see if you like online learning. It's fabulous, and it's really simple. So you can get started today. Once you get an email in the starter kit, you can just click reply, send me through your questions for the YouTube channel, and I'll answer them live. So we really appreciate having you in this community, and I wish you all the best with your persistent dizziness and finding steadiness. So keep going. Bye for now.